All right, welcome back. This is SeeWing Yee from the Yee Real Estate Network. I'd like to introduce you to another new housing market we're entering using our new construction co-living model, which is in Houston, Texas. All right, very exciting. Let me share my screen right here. First and foremost, our company is the leading provider of turnkey ground up new construction, primarily almost passive co-living rent by the room properties in the country, generating very high cash flow from day one in one of the fastest growing housing markets. We are already uh, in Jacksonville, Florida, promoting our investment model there, and we also have the Tampa, Florida housing market co-living investment locations, and now we have Houston, Texas. All three of these locations are one of the top co-living housing markets in the country. Okay, so bar none, one of the top five at least. All right, so here we go. Co-living, as you can see right here, is we are co-living homes is a amazing real estate new asset class. It's gonna blow every other asset class out of the water, in my humble personal opinion. And if you don't believe me, go through my process, go through the slideshow, go through all the YouTube videos I've done, and register also on our website so you can become a free member of our real estate community. Just put your email on my website, and there you go. And also, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can learn more. You can learn more about this very, very exciting co-living investment model. All right, rent by the room. So we are addressing a amazing renters nation. There are more people renters right now or renting than ever in the history of civilization, for that matter. So as landlords, you are having an amazing opportunity to thrive, to do well in today's economic environment. As an investor, as a real estate investor, as a landlord, as a provider to address the America's housing crisis. As you can see, 40-year low in affordability. Most of the renters, especially of the lower economic demographics that we are targeting, the workforce housing type of tenant profile, they desperately need our type of housing, the co-living investment model, which I've discussed that many times already on a YouTube channel and on my website as well, on my newsletters. But I will continue to talk about this. So typically, average person, one bedroom apartment, they're paying already 13 to 1500 in many metros in the US, and a lot of them can't afford it, right? So if we could provide a rent by the room, one bedroom, one bathroom ratio, brand new house, right? Co-living house, and they only pay $1,000, and we provide all the utilities and internet, everything for them, and the garbage collection, everything else. Why not? They saving 30 to 50% of their housing costs, this workforce housing tenants. Why not? There's an easy. So this is as landlords, you are trying to make a difference in the acute housing crisis that we have in America, all over the country for years to come, actually, for that matter. So our partners, our marketing, we also have a co-living property management as well. So you can make this almost 100% uh, passive investment model, which is amazing, right? You have time freedom and yet operate in this business with some amazing high returns, high cash flow, high passive income that will beat any other real estate asset class for that matter. And I will prove it to you throughout this short presentation. So PassSplit is a company that we use, and they have done it for years now. They do the marketing to 30,000 co-living host landlord out there throughout the country, uh, and they will continue to do a lot. Our current PassSplit marketplace, there are 40 markets existing right now, and it's growing by the week, or more co-housing operators are entering this unique real estate asset class space. Okay. So look at how many look at the exponential growth. Right now we have in the 2026, obviously the year is not over yet, but 2025 we already have almost 30,000 units available nationwide that are past split that are helping with our with the marketing. Past split it kind of similar to like Airbnb, right, with the short-term rental, and very similar to Furnished Finder with the midterm rental space. Okay, so anyway, skyrocketing growth in terms of a past split and co-living investment model, and of course, we're saving our you know economic workforce, housing tenants tremendous amount of money because that's that's how that's how we do it. All right, and let me see what else. We picked Houston because Houston is one of the very easy. No, I wouldn't say easy. Is one of the robust co-living housing marketplace in the U.S. among the top five. We also heavily in the market of Jacksonville, Florida, and in Tampa, Florida as well. Now we are in Houston, so you can make the argument these three markets is the among the top five co-living successful markets in the country. The other one is Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia is that's where past split originally originated started. Okay, so yeah, there you go. So here are the reasons why, right? Almost 2,000 active units in Houston, 161 upcoming units. They are coming aboard, if you will, in the Houston metro, and a lot of demands, a lot of searching, a lot of tenants are searching for this type of rent by the room on a monthly basis. As you can see, 31,000 searches per the past split marketing algorithm, and they spend past split spend millions of dollars uh, to uh, to create the marketing platform similar to Airbnb with the short-term rental, like I said earlier. But we have the amazing one bedroom, one private bathroom ratio. We in this market, in Houston market, we collect $261 per week, equal per month in excess of $1,000. Whereas other past split co-living renovated older properties, they typically each member tenant, they probably have to share their bathroom with three or four other tenants. So therefore, they collect less rent. That's not as profitable as the new construction model grounds up that we have. Okay, occupancy, easy. Well, to get fully rented and stabilized within the first 30 to 45 days. We picked this particular zip code. See, we know what we're doing, right? We've been in this built to rent model for years. I've been a real estate investor in many good markets, including Houston, Jacksonville, and Tampa. Over the years, we have built the traditional rental, new construction, long-term rental all these years. Now we are easily pivoting into co-living. So our builders, our team in these three markets already know the neighborhood. They already know the investment methodology. So it's an easy transition. Our builders are they're going to build specific for co-living models instead of building traditional long-term rental model that we have been in the past. So suffice to say, we have a lot of experience with a great track record with our team, our property management, our builders. We're working together and we partner with a past split and what have you. So as a team, we're going to help you become a very successful long-term landlord host. You are a host in a past split environment, and the tenants are members of the platform marketing. They call members, not necessarily tenants, but technically they are tenants. So we picked the zip code 77004 for a very good reason. I will share the specifics momentarily. Suffice to say, in the zip code, there are already 70 active units, co-living units that we have within the past split platform, if you will. But our rent by the room, by the private bathroom, we collect a lot more rent per week versus another competing co-living property that typically older property, renovated property, they have typically have 8 bedroom to 2 or 3 bathrooms. So right? So now you can pretty much conclude that one bedroom to one bathroom ratio is a much higher rent collection. Our tenants love this type of a um, um, living arrangement, and they will stay longer. They will be a happier, much happier tenant with a one bedroom to one bathroom ratio, brand new. Okay, so as opposed to our other co-living properties. Occupancy rate, very, very easy. Within 45 days, all the rooms should be rented. Should be, right? We don't know, but that platform will do all the upfront marketing for you, rent collection, the whole nine yards. And yeah, of course, you have to pay them a fee. We don't have time to talk about it. So we picked the right neighborhood, with the 50% parking space available within close proximity to to a local bus stop, walking distance, whatever, and also within very, very heavy employer base, right, where our tenants works at. They can just work a few miles away, catch the bus, or they ride their scooter. Again, 50% of the member tenants, they do have a car. So the way we construct our new construction models are specific to having the available parking space. We're not gonna, there'll be zero neighbor complaints because we know how we do it. We know how to qualify the tenants, and the our metrics are really, really very, very high, very, very surprising to a lot of you. So our, as I stated earlier, the past split housing model are skyrocketing in growth. There are many investors are entering the co-living investment marketplace. Right now, we have in excess of 30,000 co-living units located in the US. But we feel our markets are much, much better than the other markets in the country. That's another presentation for another time. I'll tell you the reason why. We have the sweet spot, if you will, the right pricing for our properties in our three markets, Jacksonville, Tampa, and Houston, as opposed to other markets in the country, especially with the new construction model, one bedroom to one bath ratio, which is a game changer. Suffice to say, look at the skyrocketing growth of housing units being coming on board on every single year. So beyond the next few years will be a lot more than 30,000 co-living units in the country, right? So yeah, our tenants, our workforce tenants, they saving tons of money by living our one to one bedroom ratio. They don't have to pay any kind of utilities, internet, nothing. As landlords, we pay for them. We furnish the room for them, one bedroom, one table, and one closet, and internet utilities. We landlord pay for it, and the outside groundkeeping and trash collection, we pay ourselves out of pocket. So easy turnkey renting for our member tenants, and we charge more than another property because we have the one bedroom to one bathroom ratio. Okay. All right, so let me see what else. And if you compare our co-living asset class to short-term rental, to mid-term rental, or a traditional long-term rental, you will see we crush them all across the board. You can read this graph on your own. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but we do have a hybrid tenant income model, right? So we get the best of both worlds. So, our co-living model is so diversified, so flexible, so amazing. Okay, as you can see by this graph, and of course, we're the only company that have three metros where we have new construction investment model available for investors to take advantage to buy our properties, 100% yours, no syndication, no fractional shares, no nothing. You qualify, you have 25% down payment, you will buy the property, it's all yours, and we have the whole one-stop shop available. Our builder, our team, our property managers, our passport marketing, all working as a group to become a almost passive investment for you. Isn't that amazing? So you could have time freedom. I'm talking time freedom. You don't need a second job to do this. to to scale this kind of portfolio depending on your goals. All right. So again, we have new construction, the gold standards in the co-living space. Okay, high quality construction, as you can see, all the details of how we construct this single family home and duplex we have available. Our co-living new construction models are built for profit, design, investments, the whole 9 yards, high quality living for our workforce tenant base. And our model in Houston is amazing. It's a single family home. I know it's $650,000 per house. And you put 20 to 25% down payment, closing costs, traditional investing, you finance with a DSCR loan, debt service credit ratio. This is the only financing available to you right now, which is fine. It's a no doc loan, but otherwise you have a good credit score, you have a down payment available. This kind of a co-living property, the numbers we have right now, the configuration, you all qualify for financing 20 to 25% down payment, and the interest rate is not much higher than the traditional full doc investment Fannie Mae lending guidelines that you have like a traditional 30-year fixed rate mortgage. Okay, very, very, very good competitive mortgage rate to finance this type of investment models. At the end of the day, it's all about the numbers, okay? And then you put 20 to 25% down payment, then on based on the in excess of $1,000 per room, which is amazing. We have a 10 bedroom, 10 bathrooms, 1-to-1 ratio, which is highest quality of co-living property out there in the marketplace, countrywide, whatever. In fact, we could be the only company that are promoting new construction, okay, in a co-living investment model. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. Okay, the other new construction co-living models are that potentially exist, which is very, very small percentage. They're not selling you the entire property. They are selling you a fractional shares. You're buying a syndication. So you don't get the whole piece of the piece of pie. You, our situation, our model, you get 100% property yours. You buy under your name or your LLC's name or in the name of a self-directed IRA, all yours, 25% down payment or more, depending on your situation. That's right. This is totally your property. You and your entity will own it. So you can get the power of multiple returns on each property. So at the end of the day, based on the numbers, your net monthly cash flow is almost amazing, almost $3,000, $2,700 net monthly cash flow minus your mortgage monthly debt obligations, your taxes, your insurance, your property management fee, your passively 8% fee, and your co-living property management, another 8% fee, and 5% vacancy, 5% upkeep, and everything else, and yet you still net cash flow per month is 2738, which is absolutely incredible. As you can see, the breakdown of this nicely constructed floor plan, right? Five bedrooms on each side of the house, and you have the hallway, you have the kitchen, and and what else? And get a wash and dryer for the entire community. And one bed, we as landlord, we have to buy a separate furniture package as well, and we have the resources for you to do that when you close escrow. And yeah, you as landlords, we provide the internet, the utilities, the housekeeping, and the garbage collection, the whole 9 yards. So at the end of the day, your numerical formulas are off the chart. Your cap rate is almost 12%. Your annual return on investment is at least 20%. So amazing return, which will beat any other asset class out there. I'm breaking down the numerics further, but I'm not going to discuss the numbers. You can pause the screen on your own to see the amazing numerical metrics. As we mentioned over here, the returns are absolutely incredible. Many of you never seen this before. All right, so digest this pro forma, if you will. to educate yourself further. Let's go over why we picked this particular zip code, 77004, economic infrastructure, 828. This zip code alone have 8,467 jobs, 37,000 people live in this zip code, 828 businesses. Right, as you can see, all these metrics. And then the most important of all is where are our tenant base going to come from? The workforce tenants, okay? And they come from the healthcare and hospital, which is amazing, amazing economic employee base. We have a HCA Houston Healthcare Medical Center. They could supply us with a whole bunch of healthcare employees to our tenant pool, if you will, including maybe even traveling nurses and traveling healthcare professionals and everything else. We can add on to our tenant pool. Another hospital, AMG Specialty Hospital in Houston, Memorial Hermann Texas Medical Center. Texas Medical Center is the largest medical complex in the world. That's right. This zip code are in close proximity to the Texas Medical Center in Houston. And I forgot how many people work in this complex, like 50,000. That's right. Texas Medical Center is the largest medical complex in the world. So some of you may not know that, but Houston is a large metro, is a top 5 metros in student population in the country. You have Houston, you have Dallas as a top 5, you have Chicago, New York City, and Los Angeles, right? So Houston is part of this amazing metroplex and very, very robust metro. So, and of course, additionally, 81 internal medicine specialist companies out there. And then, wow, icing on the cake, you have university and education employer hubs. Texas Southern University, okay, a historically Black university that have tens of thousands of students, okay, and faculty and staff and professors, okay, and very robust university. And then then who does not know of University of Houston? Is a major public research university in a country, and they have how many tens of thousands of students. I don't know how many, 50,000 full-time students, whatever. Again, professors, instructors, university staff, they all could very well rent your room. Very, very possible. Okay. So University of Houston is huge. Is one of the largest public university in the country. All right. And they have all kind of academic programs. There's the second largest employer hub in this particular zip code. So imagine the tenant base we're getting from this type of employer hubs in this zip code. That's why our occupancy rate for our rent by the room model is around 95%, right? Now, of course, you have the Macy's distribution center, CNC wholesale grocers, Houston Methodist distribution, other warehouses provide ample amount of tenant pool for us. Total employment, look at this, amazing, right? You have diversified economy, diversified employers, food service, manufacturing, professional and scientific, educational, healthcare, okay, and all the percentage breakdown of people. So the key takeaway, healthcare powerhouse in this zip code, dual university anchors, right? Strategic logistics position, professional and scientific growth. And of course, you have to buy the lot. Okay, the house is not come ready, is not completed. You have to buy the lot, put a deposit, you pay your down payment money for construction money. We'll build it for you. It'll take 4 to 6 months to build out. We have several samples of our investors that purchased the lot already. And this particular picture of this lot is in 2 months into construction. So the investor is very, very exciting. The investor is very excited to have this house completed in a few months. so they could get the tenants in, and Passport will provide the marketing. Again, our co-living return beats Airbnb, okay? Beats any other asset class out there. Okay, lower maintenance because of new construction, low turnover costs. Our tenants love this type of living accommodations, suffice to say. And our core tenant profile, that we are not a boarding house. Our tenant age range 30 to 65 plus. Very diversified tenant pool we can accommodate, and we typically cater to people that are earning $30 to $60 per hour. And here are the typical tenant pool that we accommodate. Uber drivers, retail workers, restaurant staff workers, fixed income retirees, young professionals, budget conscious adults. And we even have a secondary tenant profile because this zip code is pretty robust because of the local hospitals around. So we can cater to traveling nurses and traveling healthcare professionals, corporate relocations, insurance displaced families or displaced by fire on their houses. They need a temporary place to live. Okay, relocating clients from one location of the country to another to coming here to live, and they need a temporary housing for 3 to 6 months. Our living model can accommodate those people, and our typical tenant base, some of you may be surprised, 30 to 40% of our tenants, they stay 1 to 3 years. It's just like long-term renting. The average length of stay is 6 to 9 months per our member tenants. Isn't that amazing? And the evictions rate is less than 1% because they love our clean and living, safe living, nice, high quality new construction room with a private bathroom and all the internet, all utilities, everything's provided for them, right? Even a bed. We have a landlord will pay for the bed and like I said, and a table and whatever, and maybe a mini fridge, but there's a two refrigerator in the kitchen to be shared by everybody. And okay, at least 90% occupancy rate. Anytime there's a vacancy, we'll quickly have pass split market property. We'll get another member in within 1 to 2 weeks. We typically spend maybe $100. Our house cleaning team spend $100, maybe a couple of $100 at the most to clean the room. That's it, and market it right away. All right, long stays, low turnover. And at the end of the day, this is a fully passive operation model. Turnkey system, 100%. Tenant sourcing by Passport, professional property management by co-living specific property management. They do all the work for you, so you can have time freedom. You can live wherever you live in the country or in the world. You can operate. You can own this type of a co-living model and receive mailbox money. Passive cash flow. Okay, so there you go. Okay, you can acquire a few co-living properties in the next few years and achieve early retirement, 5 to 10 years or less. You can scale your portfolio because it's turnkey, very easy, and you can, yep, do all that. So next step is if we fully pre-qualify you based on one-on-one consultation with myself. You wait for to reserve your lot. It takes up to 30 days to wait for the lot to be permitted and wait for you to get it. Then once you reserve, sign the contract, you pay an earnest money deposit. Then in the next few weeks, you pay your draws, you pay your deposit, 40, 50, 100 grand, whatever. Then you for the construction costs. Then completion of the home within 5 to 6 months. Then all your deposits apply towards the down payment. Then your loan closes, typically a DSCR loan, debt service credit ratio. And then once your loan closes, then Pass Split will market your property. Within the next 45 days, all should be rented, all the rooms, you'll be fully stabilized and start collecting massive cash flow. That's the process. And the next process is one-on-one consultation. For those of you, if your goals aligns with our investment model, let's do a complimentary consultation. Then we'll go through the process. All right. And you have three options: do nothing, do it yourself, and work with us. One-stop shop, passive, turnkey, the whole 9 yards. Here's my contact information. Thank you for watching, and also please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And also, if you're not already done so, put your email into my website below, so you can be part of our newsletter database of like-minded investors within our investing community. So every week, in your email inbox, you will receive free real estate investing information coming to our email, and also economic news, housing news, the whole 9 yards. All right, thank you so much for watching. This is SeeWing Yee from the Yee Real Estate Network. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.